Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski, I'm a chief analyst in Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is our daily analytical report. Let me show you the calendar first. What do we have here? Well, overnight we had interest rate decision from Reserve Bank of New Zealand and statement and press conference. New Zealand dollar is stronger right now, which is pretty interesting because governor, what he said at the very beginning was that if growth doesn't pick up, rate cut may be needed. So rate cut, well, should be negative for the currency. But later he said that rate cut is not ruled out as a possibility, but guess is we hold for a long period. After this, we got an upswing on the New Zealand dollar, and currently New Zealand dollar is stronger. So this is the situation on the New Zealand dollar in terms of the most important events in the calendar. What we are waiting for is in 28 minutes we will have retail price index and CPI, so inflation from UK, definitely important data. Also today we will get industrial production from Eurozone, very important too, especially with the slowdown in Germany. And inflation from US. So we can say that Wednesday is the most important day in terms of data. Definitely we should not complain about the events, the number of events, and they will influence the volatility, most probably increasing volatility on the market. Let's move to the charts, because on the charts we do have a few interesting movements. A few setups got cancelled, but we will start with euro dollar, where we anticipated yesterday a bullish correction. We are right, and it was quite a good analysis because we are anticipating the correction somewhere here. That was the time when when we had our daily analytical report yesterday, and look, it happened. We had 6 bearish days in a row. Before this, it happened in September and October, and it brought us a correction. This time we got a correction too. I think that the level of the correction, so the strength of the buyers can be a bit, to be honest with you, it went beyond our expectations. So we are not expecting a reversal like this, just a short-term correction, but it went much higher than we initially thought, and that actually is are two patterns. Okay, first one is a bullish engulfing pattern on a candlestick chart, bullish engulfing, and the second one is false breakout. Actually, both of them are very, very strong. This is false breakout below two important horizontal supports, but also from the symmetric triangle pattern. False breakouts usually are very strong signals in the opposite direction. And as you can see, price is now using the lower line of the symmetric triangle as a support. This is actually very, very positive situation for the euro dollar. Let's check Fibos and see how far we can go. Well, 38.2 seems like a natural target, especially that we do have this support and this resistance. Also 61.8 looks good from this, and this. This sentiment on euro dollar is positive. making long story short. Now Australian dollar to Canadian dollar. This is a very clean setup. What we have here is a left shoulder head and a right shoulder drop, a rectangle drop, pennant, most probably a drop. Pennant is a trend continuation pattern, trend is bearish. As long as we stay below this horizontal resistance here, the sentiment is negative and we should see a further decline. Now gold. On gold we are waiting for this breakout of the neckline. We tried yesterday, we tried today. This is a strong resistance, as you can see price is respecting it. No surprise here because breakout of this neckline and the later breakout of the blue horizontal resistance should, from the technical point of view, trigger a strong buy signal. Buy signal mostly is coming from the bounce from the orange area. Orange area is $1,307 for ounce support, which is with us since 2015. Crucial support and resistance. Once support, once resistance. But the price is moving around this level. So gold bulls are keeping their fingers crossed for the price closing above the blue area, because that would bring us a buy signal. American dollar, Japanese yen is still climbing higher, so here you can see American dollar is stronger. Here American dollar is weaker. But here we are still under the influence of this ascending triangle pattern, which gave us beautiful buy signal, and the price is aiming the upper line of this channel up formation, which we also anticipated. Dollar index, on dollar index finally we have a reversal after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bullish days in a row. Finally the price is reversing. In the meantime, the price can't stop on this resistance, on this support, and overall the sentiment is positive. So dollar index is not giving us signs of for a reversal like euro dollar does. Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar, here you can see that New Zealand dollar is stronger, and actually it messes with the technical situation here, because price breaking the yellow area that's supposed to be a strong buy signal, false breakout, important fundamental event, and now we have a strong drop. With this, I think this green support also is not so important anymore. It was a technical support, but as you can see, fundamental event destroyed this, and actually I don't see any good setup here, so I can remove this chart from my platform. Euro to Swiss franc is climbing higher. So look at this upswing, comeback. Maybe many traders open short position here because of this long head, but the price is still pushing higher. That was this flash crash was tricky situation, created a tricky situation. Euro to Swiss franc is climbing higher. On a weekly chart, it's more than expected. Double top formation, breakout, double bottom formation. Price closing above this orange line. Or let me change the color for you, not to confuse you with two orange lines. Price closing above the yellow resistance will be a super strong long-term buy signal. Euro to British pound. Here I was expecting the price to drop, because that's what the trend is, and we had a wedge. and we had a drop, and we had a wedge. The second one is not a wedge anymore, it's a flag. It's still a negative pattern, it's still a bearish pattern, but as you can see, the appetite for euro is rising. And here, the sell signal will be triggered only when the price will break today lows. So we need to see the breakout of the lower line of the flag pattern for the sell signal. And also I told you that for some traders it would be better to wait for the breakout of the blue line with the sell signal. Breakout of the blue line is not happening. Maybe it will, but as for now we don't have any signal. Bitcoin, sideways trend after an upswing. Unfortunately for me, because I was bearish on Bitcoin, but unfortunately I don't see a bearish potential here anymore. There is a chance that the price will go up because we broke this black line, which seems to me like a pretty strong resistance. The price can, well, as long as we stay above the blue area, the sentiment is kind of positive. New Zealand dollar to American dollar, see, despite those comments about the rate cut, we can see an upswing here, which is against the technical analysis. Technical analysis was promoting a further drop. The thing is that as long as we stay below the blue area, the drop is still more probable here. Crude, WTI oil, false breakout, upswing. We came back above the blue line. We broke the upper line of the of the flag. So we do have a buy signal again. So we can remove those that neckline and this head and shoulder pattern because it's over. The latest situation here is bullish. So upswing, correction, upswing, flag, upswing. I was negative on oil, but we can see an upswing. Australian dollar, Japanese yen, the price broke the upper line of the flag formation. I thought that the price will bounce from this yellow line, but the price is going higher. The technical setup is broken, so I remove this chart. Canadian dollar to Swiss franc, still pushing higher as expected. Power of the false breakout here on a weekly chart, so it's super important. Still pushing higher. The aim is on the upper line of the triangle. Chances that we'll get there are pretty high. Swiss franc, Japanese yen. Nice reversal yesterday. Drop caused by the false breakout. Reversal. A bounce from the horizontal support. And with this, the sentiment is positive. Euro dollar. Kind of similar to crude, head and shoulder, but eventually from head and shoulder we get a flag. Here, head and shoulder, but eventually it looks like we will get a flag here. But the buy signal on euro to Australian dollar will be triggered when the price will break the upper line of this flag. Before this, I don't think it will happen. Let me recap the situation here for you. Euro dollar, bullish correction, but actually it can be a start of a bigger bullish reversal. So as for now, the sentiment on euro dollar is positive. Australian dollar to Canadian dollar, breakout of the lower line of the pennant should bring us a sell signal. Gold, breakout of the blue line should give us a proper buy signal. American dollar, Japanese yen, positive. Dollar index still positive. Euro to Swiss franc, breakout of the yellow area, super strong buy signal. Euro to British pound, breakout of the lower line of the flag, sell signal. Bitcoin, As long as we stay above the blue line, the black line, buy signal. New Zealand dollar to American dollar, as long as we stay below the blue line, sell signal. Oil positive. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc positive. CHF Japanese yen positive. Euro to Australian dollar, price breaking the upper line of the flag, should be a positive sign. Guys, thanks very much for watching daily analytical report. I hope you enjoyed this. In 45 minutes, 43 minutes, we start another educational webinar, and this time about the fundamental analysis. I hope you will all attend this webinar. Thanks very much, and see you soon.